Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on Monday, March 31st. Let's take a look at our markets and see how we closed up quarter one. Live cattle on the board here for starters. Today we saw the June contract open at 204.5, immediately losing a couple bucks over the first 2 hours of the day. Price saw the low put in around 202.50. This was a good area. We were expecting to see support. This 202.50 to 203 zone was our high volume node over the prior 2 weeks. This is a spot the bulls want to defend if they want to keep this market supported above the 20-day average. So if we get bids tomorrow above this 204 to 204.5 area, we'll expect this uptrend to keep grinding. But if not, we could see another test of this 20-day average or pull back into these averages to pick up a few more buyers. But at the moment, these front months are looking strong, showing relative strength in these summer months. The October and December contracts did test their 20-day averages today, showing support, and price closing off the lows was a good sign. Like the front months, just need to see bids above today's high to get the ball rolling and back into this uptrend. Next up, we got the feeders. Similar story here today. We did see prices test the 20-day average on this May contract. Good support. We're seeing a good rejection here at some of these low 280s and the 20-day average. These long wicks here on these 3 of the last 5 trading days are showing good support from this area. I'd anticipate the bulls to kick this thing back above the bull pivot for the week, and today's high at 285.65 to 285.75. Bids above that should get the ball rolling higher and have the bulls targeting $3. So the uptrend is alive and well in the cattle market. Expect these markets to keep grinding higher. If we continue to see a dip, we still expect buyers to step in and find support as this uptrend remains strong and intact. These back months on the feeders are showing actually a little bit more strength than the front months, with some of these with November even closing positive on the day and not quite reaching its 20-day average. Pretty bullish picture all across the cattle market here, so things are looking good still. Today in the corn market, we saw a nice volatile day, another push down into the 440s, but we did have those grain stocks and prospective plantings today, which shook up the market a little bit. If we dive down into our intraday time frame, we could see our bear pivot for the week at 456 kept price capped overnight and into the morning session. Off the opening range, we saw corn push lower down into 444 the grain stocks report at noon Eastern definitely saw a positive reaction from the market as we saw lots of high volume buying come in and get a close back above 456. This is a good sign for the bulls in the near term. Not expecting a complete reversal of the downtrend yet, but with the support we're seeing at 442 and the reaction off the report today, wouldn't be surprised to see this market start to trade sideways and price sniff out this 470 level again. Price is going to want to see how the market reacts as we test this prior swing high in the 50-day average. Still need to get a close above that level before we will expect any sustained upside in the near term, but expect this market to keep trading in a roughly 30-cent range, going sideways. Need to see a clear and close below either one of the edges of this range to confirm the direction of the next trend. So in the meantime, play the edges of it or wait for price to get outside of here and continue lower or potentially reverse and get into an uptrend if we get above 470. But got a lot of work to do before we can commit to either one of those yet. So be ready for the range trade. Today we saw crude oil have a nice rally. I was expecting some downside, but the break of 69 was bought up and pushed about $2.50 higher today. Nice bullish day in the oil market. With that close above 70, we are changing our sentiment from bearish into a more neutral stance here on crude. We are expecting to see prices continue drifting higher here. We could see anywhere to the 72.5 up to 74 area. come over the next couple days. This move higher should see a little bit more momentum, carry it back into the low to mid 70s. We do see this range from February between roughly 70 and 74 bucks that traded for a couple weeks here. We could get this market stuck back in that area, but we're kind of in hands-off mode here on the oil market as we got back above that, and we need to wait and reassess as this market has cleared its moving averages. So nice reversal sign, and let's keep an eye out for the range trade on oil as well. Equity markets today saw a nice reaction. Overnight we saw a little bit of a sell-off and prices trading below this 5,600, which was our pivot for the week. However, price did recover and had a nice rally to close the day on higher volume. This is the first good sign. We did see an undercut of the prior swing low, but that price was rejected and bought back up. So this is a decent sign for the bulls out there. Still lots of news and data reports to be released this week, so volatility is expected to continue, and but not really committed to any upside yet. Would expect more sideways action or continued downside to come from here. Going to need to see significant recovery by the bulls here and clear this prior swing high and get back above the 50-day average before we get too comfortable in any longs or commit to an uptrend from here. So good back and forth. Just expect more swings both directions throughout the rest of the week. Remain defensive if you're trading a long-term account, and in the meantime, sit back and wait for clear skies if you're looking for some upside. So that's all we got for today. We'll see you tomorrow.